Good evening, my fellow orchestrators of chaos. I see you've returned, eager to witness the delicious collapse of everything they believed they controlled. Tonight, we're not simply speaking of vengeance, no, tonight we bask in something far more satisfying: retribution. You see, there comes a point when even the most cunning and venomous serpents get tangled in their own web of deceit. Their betrayals, their cruelty, their sins, they're finally catching up to them. And the beauty of it all? You have a front row seat to their demise. Relax and allow me to unravel the story of karma, whose long, merciless fingers are slowly wrapping around the throats of your enemies. For so long, they danced on your grave. They laughed while you bled, while you staggered under the weight of their lies and cruelty. Do you remember how small they made you feel? Insignificant, merely a pawn in their twisted game. They fancied themselves untouchable, invincible, even godlike. But what they conveniently forgot is that the universe has a masterful way of balancing the scales. Karma, my dear, is never blind. She was simply waiting, sharpening her knives in the shadows, preparing for the perfect moment to strike. Karma doesn't operate on your timeline. She doesn't rush. She waits until they are at their highest, their most arrogant, their most assured, and then she strikes. But let me ask you, did you ever doubt this day would come? They built their empire on manipulation, deceit, and betrayal, using and discarding people like broken toys. You've seen it, haven't you? How they wear their masks so flawlessly, fooling everyone around them into believing they're the hero of the story. But you know the truth. You've seen the rot festering beneath their facade, felt the sting of their treachery. And every time you tried to rise, they were there, kicking you back down, feeding off your pain, your vulnerability. But oh, how the tables have turned. They thought they could bury you, but what they didn't realize was that you were a seed, and as you grew stronger, wiser, and more resilient, they became reckless, blinded by their own arrogance. They believed their sins would never catch up to them. But karma doesn't forget. Now, the walls they so carefully built are crumbling, their empire of lies falling apart brick by fragile brick. Every deceit, every betrayal, it's all coming back to dismantle them. And you get to watch. There's something poetic about it, isn't there? How they are now being destroyed by the very weapons they once used against you. That manipulation they loved so much, it's turning on them. The people they once controlled are starting to see through the illusion. Their allies are becoming enemies. Their friends are backstabbing them just as they did to you. But here's the real irony: their greatest fear isn't just losing control or power. It's watching you thrive. They wanted to crush you, reduce you to nothing. But look at you now, standing tall as their world goes up in flames. It must eat away at them, knowing they couldn't break you, that every moment of your suffering has come back to haunt them. And the best part, they can't run from it. They can't hide from it. Karma doesn't knock, she kicks the door in. So here's the final lesson. My friends, those who tried to bury you, who believed they were above the consequences of their actions, they were wrong. No one escapes karma. The universe always finds a way to restore balance, bringing everything back to where it belongs. And now you get to witness as those who sought to destroy you unravel and fall apart. So savor this moment, because you are the one who survived. You are the one who won.